I'm just going to get myself into these frequencies. I'm going to tune myself like a radio station, okay? So I'm hoping you will too. Hey guys, it's Terry. How's your heart today? I hope it's wonderful. I hope it's wonderful. So we have a healing vibe mantra today. It's healing vibe mantra day. And I thought a lot about, what would today's healing mantra be? And I started thinking about how so many of us have come so far in a short amount of time. I mean, look at who you are today, and we'll use, COVID and the pandemic as sort of an anchor to how far we've come. So where were you at the beginning of that time period? And where are you now? And how much have you changed? And how are you not the same person you were? And what have you come through? Now, you may be watching this hopefully years down the line, and it's way past COVID, right? And we totally got through it. But just look back to a time period in your life where there was just a challenge. And look where you are now. You know what you are? You're badass because you survived it. You came through it. So guess what today's healing vibe mantra is? I am badass. Ooh, I am badass. How is that for a mantra? So, look, we're going to get into these frequencies, right? We're going to shift, because if we're not already there, we can get there. And if we are already there, we can expand on it. Let's amplify it, okay? So as you know, this is not a meditation, but I want you to use your imagination, okay? I want you to use your spidey senses. Just sort of feel as if, pretend, feel into, think, see, envision, use your senses. And let's get into this mantra, this healing vibe mantra of I am badass, because you're badass. Look what you've done. Look how far you've come. So I personally like to put my hands on my heart. So that's what I'm going to do. Placing my hands on my heart, and I am going to close my eyes, and I am just going to get myself into these frequencies. I'm going to tune myself like a radio station, okay? So I'm hoping you will too. I'm hoping you're with me on this. So go ahead, close your eyes, and we will take in a deep breath, and we'll have our hands on our heart so we can connect to our body. Let's call in our energy, because we may be placing it outside of us by focusing our attention onto something else. So just call it in. Just remember, energy is all about intention. So call it back. You can just say, come back, come back, come back to me. So those parts of yourself that are outside of yourself can come back. And just feel yourself collecting yourself. Sometimes it helps if you tap your shoulders too. So feel free to do that, but you're coming back to yourself. Come back to yourself. And just feel into where you are in this now moment. And then use that beautiful memory of yours, use that brain, and go back to where you were a year ago, excuse me. So we're going to time travel backwards to a year from where we were today, right? Or from whenever you're watching this, because these are all so timeless. Just see who you were back then. Just feel into that and remember what you might have done, who you might have been hanging out with. And who are you today in this now moment? And just see in your mind's eye, or feel in your heart, or just sense, use your senses of how far you've come from who you were to who you are. And how good does that feel? And pick one memory, one moment of when you kicked ass. And just feel into that. And just remember that. And sit in those frequencies right now. And just repeat after me and feel into these words. I am badass. I am badass. And understand and know how freaking cool it is that you got from there to here, and you survived it and you lived through it. And even though there may have been some really painful moments, you got through them and you did it. You did it. You kicked ass. You're an ass kicker. You did it. There might have been some hoops you had to jump over, but you did it. You might have had to have some really hard, tough, challenging conversations, but you survived them. So just feel into that. And it's time to give yourself credit for it, because you did it, not anybody else. And you didn't go around it. You went through it to get to where you are in this now moment. And if in this now moment you're still in the midst of chaos, it's okay. It is okay. And the reason is because you've made it this far. You don't have much farther to go. And a year from now, you can look back on today and this now moment and be able to say, wow, look how far I've come. So this is always an ongoing process of seeing, experiencing, understanding, identifying, and mostly acknowledging your progress. You are not the same person you used to be. Moment by moment, you're changing. Every now moment, you're making different choices and different decisions that are creating new realities, creating new storylines for you where you can meet new people, have new experiences, and have new and different outcomes. Only ass kickers can do that. Only people who are bad ass can do that. Only people who are consciously aware of their choices and decisions can do that. So repeat after me and feel into these words. I am a bad ass. I am badass. I am strong. I've come far. I continuously prove to myself that I can get through anything. I am my own cheerleader. I am strong, I am courageous, I am brave, and I don't give up. I am badass. So just feel into that. Sit here for just that moment and feel what it feels like. Imagine what it's like. Think of what it's like. See what it's like. Smell what it's like. Taste what it's like to be a badass. And just bask in this feeling. You're badass just for giving yourself permission to feel and sit in these frequencies and tune your energy to being a badass. You got this. You got this. Whew, that was good. Well, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and tell everybody that you like this video and share this with all your friends. Help them feel like they are badass because you are a badass. Thank you so much for joining me. You know what I'm always saying. Stay connected. So stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to yourself. And of course, you can stay connected to me. Check out my site at terryhuberman.com. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see ya on the flip side.